Today on the show, we got some spy photos of the new Nissan Frontier, and well, I took them. What is going on, All-Terrain Nation? That is right. My little favorite mid-sized truck of the year is due for a little bit of a refresh, which, well, we all know Nissan has, they're generally a little late to the game when it comes to refreshes. And I'm happy to see that they're actually jumping in on this. But how much are we going to get out of the little company that could? Because, well, they're notoriously cheap. Now, I love the truck, don't get me wrong, and they build a good vehicle. But when it comes to refreshes, they tend to do just sort of cosmetic, slight tweaks there. Nothing too crazy because, well, they can't afford to do too much until they go to the next generation, which we're way off. If it's anything like the last generation, we're still 15 years away from even worrying about that. But I want to bring up some photos here because I was actually on my way to Michigan and I saw this the other day and I was like, well, hey, I know that little vehicle. And I'm very lucky in my area. I'm just so lucky that when Nissan's close to putting these trucks into production, I get to see them a lot of times. And they drive through my town. And a couple years ago, I had some spy photos that I had here on the channel of where they literally just drove by me and I was like, cool, snap a few photos, you know, try to help everybody out there. As you can see here, they're definitely got something going on to the tail. And we've seen this in other spy photos, so this isn't going to be mind-blowing, except one thing I think is they're definitely doing something with the taillights, but I don't think too crazy. Once again, if you've ever seen the refreshes they've done, especially like on the Titan, they got a little bit, but they never get to mess with any kind of body sheet panels at all. That's the sign of Nissan doing a refresh, is they can do some plastics, injection molding, stuff like that. But when it comes to the truck sheet metal itself, no, we're not going to do anything. So I'm kind of interested, what do they got going on with the tailgate here? Do they have? Is this just a lot about nothing? Because, you know, the bumper, it all looks the same. I had a tester and I've asked Nissan for the latest tester, which will be the 25 when they come out. But I've asked Nissan for one of their testers as soon as these drops because I am curious to see what changes. Will there be any changes to the engine? Because, well, the 3.8, that's a good little naturally aspirated V6, but we don't live in a world of naturally aspirated engines in a mid-sized truck anymore. We live in a world where we've got to have turbos and all kinds of fun stuff like that. But let's go to the next photo here. Once again, just this thing floating down the road here. Definitely, and you can't see it from here, definitely are new wheels on this thing. They're definitely, I don't know which trim level this is. I'm going to say it's an SL on up, but they're definitely new wheels on that, which is something Nissan will do from time to time. They'll throw some new wheels on there. If it's anything like the original, well, I say the original, the second generation Frontier, when they refreshed the wheels for the Pro 4X, those were money. Those were very nice, and I did like when they did those. They look good on the Xterra too. Hey, Nissan, learn from your mistakes. But anyways, once again, you can't see too much here. The tailgate, there's not much being, you know, it's all bandaged up there. But here's a little bit cleaner photo. So I was getting a little bit closer here and able to snap a little bit cleaner. Once again, it's really hard to tell. Are we going to get a little bit different taillight? Now, you can kind of make out, and you may not be able to hear on your screen, it still looks like the same cutout from the best I can tell. And that's what I noticed when I was trying to drive up close to this thing, is it just didn't look like there was a ton of difference there, but definitely Nissan's hiding something here. I have a feeling there's some badging or something, probably more than likely out of anything. That's what they're hiding in this, is because you can see right here, look, they've got little spots. I don't know if this is just tape to hold the vinyl down or what's going on there, but there are some key spots there. It looks like they're trying to hold it down. And I will say, I talked to Ford Manufacturing this past week about, hey, why don't you guys do this anymore? If you've seen any of the latest Ford products, they just start driving them around town. And what I was told by Ford is they've given up on this because, for one, spy photos are going to come out there, and two, their engineering teams, they don't want all this vinyl on it because they're listening for things. They want to hear squeaks, stuff that this might actually, you know, kind of hide, and they want to, they're worried about quality. And Nissan always does a pretty good quality vehicle. But here, I'll blow this one up in just a minute. But once again, here is the back of this thing. Once again, there's a close-up photo. Here's it driving down the road. And then I started getting to the side of it. And once again, you can see here, it's like they're hiding something here, but I don't know what they would be hiding at all. I'm just lost at what it could be. Definitely, they've got something hidden up here in the front of the lights, which is pretty interesting. But here, well, we can see the large screen now. Now, I've seen some of these photos from a distance, but this was pretty damn close. And I can see that they were talking to Paul at work. Or his last name's Work. I don't know, Paul Work, whoever that is. But definitely getting, you know, once again, it's keeping with that. We're not moving to the Google system, which I like. I like the fact that you get Android Auto, Apple CarPlay as an option here. But look at the big screen on that. And look at the big vents on there. Now, once again, these aren't mind-blowing changes, but they are changes to the vehicle because, well, we do know the previous version of this truck, kind of the screen was a little chintzy. And it was like they were just too late, and they were like, damn it, we've got this. Just throw it in there, and we'll refresh it in a couple years. So it does look like we're going to get a larger screen in that. And, I mean, this is taken from my truck driving by it. So it looks like it's a pretty nice screen there. Now, I want to get to the video, so let me bring that up. So let's bring this video up here. You can see the little thing driving down Interstate 24 in Nashville, Tennessee. See right here. It'll pop up there. And once again, I've liked this truck for a long time. So I think it's a cool-looking truck. And it was interesting to get to see it. Definitely the person driving it, once she realized I had a camera out, they get real skittish. And you can see traffic coming up there. But overall, it looks pretty much like this same generation that we have now. I mean, we can call this a big update to it. You can see the grill there, kind of some stuff being hidden. But once again, new wheels, definitely new wheels on this, which I'm not the first to show this. I've definitely seen these in other spy photos. But rolling shots of this thing. In the comments below, what are you looking for from this vehicle? Because Nissan, they need this truck. It's gaining momentum. This truck has been definitely, people like it. And I think they like the fact that it's got a naturally aspirated, V6 in the thing. 310 horsepower. Do we get sort of a 5 more horsepower push with a mid-cycle refresh? I would like to see that. I think it would make GM and them with their little 4-cylinders go, whoa, we gotta have to step it up. If Nissan's doing that, we're gonna have to step it up. I've had spy photos of the Frontier, the kind of warrior version of the Frontier that Nissan was rumored to be doing. I broke that news a long time ago. And would they actually do that? And if, I mean, clearly this is not it, but down the road, could Nissan give us something with maybe a single turbo might be nice, 350 horsepower in that thing, boost the torque way up in that, and I think a lot of customers would be happy because the Nissan Frontier, people like it because it's simple. People don't want all the bells and whistles. They don't want all the knobs you got to turn. They don't want everything hidden in the screen. They like knobs, and this is a real honest truck, and I'm glad I got to see it in person. So in the comments below, let me know what you think of this. Are you interested in the 25 refresh? Do you have one of the latest ones? What do you think of it? I've reviewed that vehicle many times, and each time it's been a joy to drive. And if you didn't know, it was our truck of the year for 2024 just based on value alone. So there you go. So whether it be 2-wheel drive, 4-wheel drive, or this badass little Frontier, yeah, I'm gonna drive. Could be my next truck. Who knows? This has been your All Terrain Nation. I'm your host, David Boyd, and we're out. Peace, everybody. Love y'all.